What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Redhawks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Going to swing it on second down. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
He'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Bulls line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Coming out aggressively. Got him downfield. Turning it on. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Looking downfield on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Redhawks.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for them.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Conrad.
All right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're dealing with a second and long. Bringing the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
And now this offense will take the field again. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers, they can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
He'll do it himself on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
To the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Pressure coming. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Trying to impose their will with the run. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1.
Now, 4th down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Toledo was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Rockets performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Got a man. It's Golden. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Base to grab on the left. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Handoff to the lone back. Runs through a tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Red Hawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. That'll do it here in the quarter, guys, and Miami, Ohio has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, the ground game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Back to pass on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference.
Touchdown, Miami! A great catch and run for 6. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Punts it out of the air. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Going with the ground game left. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Got his man on the right. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Just drives it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Adams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Power football with the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to get the corner. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Redhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Redhawks. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you could see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. He'll start this drive firing. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Great job getting the interception, maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy, you're finding your blockers, you're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 20 over Ole Miss. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Bulls heading quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Redhawks. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6.
35, Buffalo, 6.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Going to the running game. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time, that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Miami, Ohio, 35, Buffalo, 6.
And the Bulls will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. There he goes! And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Give to the single back. Turns it on in midfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Wants to throw on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Running to Green. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Back to pass. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Quickly complete. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on third and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, first and goal.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Miami. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Conrad. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running?
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. And you got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays in the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
The Bulls want to move quickly. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. And made sure that one fell incomplete.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Redhawks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The hand to the running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They boot it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Here's the pressure. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Snagged out of the air. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll try to put points on the board with a field goal to start this fourth quarter. Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the meal kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got it down the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Bulls are in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Ohio offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll give it to the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Peterson is...
He's loose. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by 7 over James Madison. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. QB draw.
The ball carried by the quarterback. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Moving away from pressure. Looking down the left side. He's got it for a big play. Off to the races. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He leaves it with his back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
A little screen to the running back. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
On the play.
That leaves him with a tough 4th down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're after.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the touchdown. You're not going to have very many opportunities like this left in this ball game in the 4th quarter.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Guys, we'll see what this Red Hawks offense can get done this time. Defense not showing press coverage. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt.
And I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Gonna swing it on second down. Right on the money. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
When you got a QB with this kind of arm talent, receivers with this kind of speed, they are going to be difficult to stop. They have been up and down the field. They've almost got 450 passing yards now.
The Red Hawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The option look. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing.
Turning it on. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
2nd down coming up.
And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish